Well, my people, how are you? Hope you're really having a wonderful day. It's the 4th of September 2024, and Raheem Sterling has gone ahead to take part into his first Arsenal training session. And guess what? He accomplished it very well, and he never really got injured like Merino, because Mikel Merino, as he conducted his first training session at Arsenal, he went ahead to collide with Gabriel Magalhaes and went ahead to obviously get a fracture, or a dislocation in his shoulder, and that's what will here to happen in there. So don't be worried about Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling is fit, and he's set to obviously appear in the training session of Arsenal today. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. And we are powered by Mono Gadgets, dealers in brand new phones and brand new laptops. And even if you want used phones and used laptops from the United Kingdom, do the needful and obviously come up to their number and call them on +256 70 9988 665, and they'll come to your rescue. You understand? So that is Mono Gadgets for you. And as it stands, Mono Gadgets has gone ahead to do something great for you, and they're really doing the best of the best for you into the mix. Now, we thank God for the gift of life, and the Muslims, Barak Laufikum. Not so? So, let's obviously continue to see to it that everything really moves on as planned. Now, before we go to the training session, or before Raheem Sterling went ahead to obviously train with the club of Arsenal, do you know what happened? Raheem Sterling went ahead to obviously first speak something about him joining Arsenal, and these were his words. He said, "I'm buzzing. It's one where we left it late, but it's one I was hoping for. Looking at everything, I'm just like, this is a perfect fit for me, and I'm super happy that we've got it over the line. It's a perfect fit for myself to be at a football club like this, where you can see hunger, the desire year after year. They are pushing and pushing and pushing. That's exactly how I am as a person." So that is Raheem Sterling buzzing to obviously start it off with the club of Arsenal, and he was really into the training session of Arsenal at the Sobha Reality Training Center. Then he had and said, "Each year you want to get better and do better than the previous years. Hopefully I can get real well with the boys and get going. It's time now to meet the boys, get settled in, and hopefully see some game time and make my mark at the club of Arsenal." So that's what Raheem Sterling went ahead to say before he obviously met the boys onto what we call the training ground of Arsenal. And let's get straight into what happened when he obviously met the boys at the Sobha Reality Training Center. And first and foremost, look at him there, tussling it out with Benjamin White Blanco. Obviously, Martinelli was also into the mix because he was not included into the team of Brazil. So every player who was not included in the national team is really taking part, is really training with the club of Arsenal. You can understand? And that is Neto. Neto is also the goalkeeper that Arsenal signed on loan from the side of, I think, Bournemouth. And obviously, he is at the club of Arsenal to do the needful, and he took part into his first training session. And that is Neto for you, obviously training with the first team. Leandro Trossard and Raheem Sterling walking onto the Sobha Reality Training Center to see to it that everything really gets on as planned. And that's how Sterling was really smiling, looking at Leandro Trossard. But I had thought that Leandro Trossard had been included into the team of Belgium, but he was not there. Then Raheem Sterling obviously making a run to receive the ball, as you see into the mix. That is the man himself, known as Raheem Sterling, doing the due diligence at the Sobha Reality Training Center. Then Raheem Sterling obviously skipping, obviously in training under the instructions of the manager. Raheem Sterling looking a happy lad to obviously get on and running. He is running. Here there is Raheem Sterling running with that ball, as obviously looks on to where he's really going to pass it. And by the way, the best skill to have is not to look at the ball when you're really dribbling it or running, because it's always better to obviously feel that my foot can obviously let me know where the ball is. You understand? And the eyes are really looking to where I'm going and my destination with the ball. Then Raheem Sterling again doing that run to see to it that he obviously puts in the perfect pass that everyone was really looking at. Then in Neto, obviously in training with the club of Arsenal, and that is him, obviously Neto doing the due diligence in the training sessions of Arsenal. Neto, that new signee that Arsenal had to bring in through from loan, I think from Bournemouth. Then Neto obviously doing the ball service with his foot, stretching to obviously get that ball and getting ready to distribute that ball. Then we go back to Raheem Sterling. You see, he was really supporting his body with his knees, as you see him really trying to obviously get back to what we call a refreshment, as he had gone ahead obviously make a very huge run into the training session that was carried yesterday. Obviously Raheem Sterling doing a pass past the two academy players that he was really training with. Then Raheem Sterling obviously looking on to obviously put in the best performances at the training session to convince the manager that I really want to be into the starting 11 for the club of Arsenal. Then in Neto looking on during the training session, and that is Neto for you, Neto again, and there comes Neto for you. Raheem Sterling sitting on the ball as watches along what was really happening at the training session as he reunites with Mikel Arteta, a man that really trained with him in those years. That is Raheem Sterling for you, holding that ball and obviously trying to do the needful and putting the required shift all together into the mix. Then Raheem Sterling and Mikel Arteta, obviously, what a remit. Remember, they were really together at the side of Man City, and on several occasions you're gonna hate to see very many photos come out of Mikel Arteta and him training with Man City, and now they've gone ahead obviously meet, and Arteta was like giving him instructions on how to act better and better and better and better. Then Sterling obviously looking on as magic happened onto the pitch, and then he was like trying to really protect himself as he really looked to win that ball into the mix. Then he was into what we call a rendo as a player alongside Jorginho, alongside Martinelli, and Ben White Blanco into the mix. So that is the first training session that Raheem Sterling took part into as Mikel Arteta really prepares to see that obviously gets him into the team of Arsenal. And guys, I tell you what, don't be shocked when Raheem Sterling gets a starting nod into the starting 11 of Arsenal when Arsenal is taking on the side called Tottenham Hotspur, because I know his levels. If at all he reaches his levels, he can be better than any Arsenal winger, by the way, because we've seen him do that on several occasions. He is a very good player, and the moment he hits his levels, I think you Arsenal people will thank us later. So guys, tell me your thoughts about Raheem Sterling taking part into the first training session of Arsenal and what he has gonna hit to say. Do you think he can find himself in the starting 11 of Arsenal as they go to Tottenham Hotspur when the players return from the international break? After this weekend, next weekend, we're obviously gonna be back to see to it that everything really moves on as planned. So Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. We are powered by Monogadgets, dealers in phones, laptops that are really brand new, and even if you want to use phones and use laptops, you can as well call them on that number, that is +256 70 9988 665, and then you'll thank me later. Follow them on TikTok, search for Monogadgets, and they bring you the best that you deserve. So thank you for watching through. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and hope you guys are really ready to go ahead and obviously put in the required shift all together into the mix. So we out for now. See you later, and bye-bye. But continue to subscribe because we want to hit 30,000 subscribers, guys. Continue to subscribe and be ready for the next story coming in through in the next 2 hours from now. We cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and we thank God for the gift of life. The Muslims, we also thank Allah for the gift of life. Bye-bye.